I'm so dumb. Oh man. That sucks. That like really sucks. Hello, people of the interwebs. Today's video is going to be a vlog day video because you guys really seem to enjoy them lately, so why not make one? Anyway, I'm at the hardware store right now to get a threaded doodad. Today I'm going to be working on Mr. Dose though. There's a link up above if you're new. That'll get you caught up. I thought before this video started, I'd give you guys a little bit of a tech tip if you're a fellow YouTuber or if you just are into videography or photography and you use these ball head mounts for your DSLR camera. I actually bought one of these SwitchPod brand ones because the stud is removable. So what I've been doing is going to the hardware store, and as this wears out, I just buy a new stud. These things are like less than $1 at the hardware store, and cut it down to size. So now I can thread that into the bottom of my DSLR, and because it's only a grade 5 stud, I don't have to worry about it wearing out the threaded portion of the bottom of my camera, which would be really expensive to replace. Just like that. And I didn't have to buy a new ball head either because this one's still good. All right, now that that's over with, I'm going to do some work now on the MR2. Ever since I got the MR2 pretty much finished up, I've been wanting to do something with the headlights on it, but I didn't want to go too modern, do like a retrofit like I have done on the Forester. So I tried to find something that was more period correct that would give me better light output, which is kind of hard because technology. So I got a set of these guys, Raybrig. It's an old school JDM brand for those of you who aren't aware of that. Those of you that do know who Raybrig is, you know they didn't really have that large of a presence here in America. I think honestly the only presence people are going to recall is in the Gran Turismo video games, the Honda NSX JGT series race car that had that purplish blue livery with the Takata green wheels. It's a super pretty color combination on a car. So I thought these headlights made perfect sense for Mr. Dose, and it'll just be a subtle bit different than how it looks now, in a good way. I gotta turn this thing on though. I'm sorry for the background noise. It is too hot to leave that off. It doesn't get any easier than replacing a sealed beam headlight. One benefit about these glass headlights is they will never yellow because glass. Take that off. There's that. Ew, look how dusty that was. That's gross. You don't even have to ask whether or not I'm gonna clean inside that socket. Of course I'm going to clean inside that socket. I don't know what that is, but I'm cleaning it. I swear if I drop this because I'm trying to look at a camera and not what I'm doing, I'm gonna be pissed. This is the new headlight for Mr. Dose. I haven't even seen it yet. You saw it before I did. This is real time. Ooh, it looks so good. It's all clear. It does say Raybrig right here in the center, and there is a very faint blue hue to the plastic, which I was a little apprehensive about at first. I was like, I don't know if I want blue tinted headlights in my car, but it's such a subtle shade of blue, and I saw some photos of it on other cars, and the fact that it doesn't illuminate your headlights blue, I was like, yeah. Not to mention the fact that the interior on the MR2 is blue, so it kind of like ties in with that theme. They came with this hella nice set of headlight bulbs. My jokes are fire. I like it. I like it a lot. It looks so good. It's so subtle, but it's just that little touch. I didn't film a before of the stock headlights, so I'm actually gonna stop here, wait for it to get dark out, and I'm gonna test out these headlights. So I got it pulled up to the garage. I have the driver's side is the Raybrig, passenger side is the OEM sealed beam Sylvania headlight. All right, you ready? Nighttime test. Turn on the headlights. Oh wow! So there's the factory OEM Sylvania headlight. And there's the Raybrig. It's nice, it's subtle. It's not like blue or anything crazy. It's just very clear and crisp and clean. So here's low beam, high beam, low beam, high beam. It's nice. That's a huge difference. Good morning. It is the following day. This is a scan tool. Usually use that on cars with OBD2. However, this is a 1991, so it essentially has a regular Nintendo for an ECU. However, there should be a plug in here. Yeah, right here. Toyota. This should hook up to the diagnostic port. Should. I need to hook up to MR2 because this thing has been throwing a check engine light at 6,000 RPM, and then it disappears when it drops back below 5,000 RPM. So it drives fine. I have a slight suspicion it's because I deleted the VSV on here, but it also could be the NOx sensor. I don't know. Oh yeah, and also I got the other headlight on the MR2, put that on last night, and I love how this looks. So clean. I love that it's got this little blue hint to the lens because the interior on this car is blue. So kind of ties it all together. I honestly don't know if... There goes the cap. I don't know if this is gonna work. The diagnostic port looks a little bit smaller than that. I'm making an educated assumption that this does go on there. Yeah, I think it will. I think it will. It does. It fits diagnostic port. Okay. Where'd you go, Colin Capperdoodle? There you are. Can OBD2 in 1. Toyota OBD1. One moment, please. Retrieval in progress. It doesn't actually read anything because it's so primitive. All this scan tool does is the same thing a paperclip does when you jump terminals TE and E on here. So it's just making the check engine light flash. Oh well, it saved me the hassle of finding a paperclip, I guess. Ouch. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ha. Okay, easy enough. It is throwing a code for 1225 or 12 and 25. Gotta love old school internet forums. So it looks like right here a code 12 is no NE or G signal to ECU. And it is on the distributor circuit. I believe there's 3 wires that go to the distributor plug if I remember correctly. So likely one of those is screwed up, pulled out, bad, open, or the distributor itself might be screwed up, which I just rebuilt the thing, so possibility. The code 25 that this thing is throwing is for air-fuel ratio mixture lean. So first thing I want to check is, I know these can come loose, especially because this one is missing the little metal clip. Yeah, I mean, this thing wasn't even really on there that tight. I'll have to safety wire it into place so it doesn't move. The way you reset the ECU on these Gen 2 MR2s is you pull this 15 amp fuse right here for the EFI circuit, and then that will reset your ECU. So I gotta get the puller doodad. Pull that fuse. There you go. It just flashes rapidly. That means the ECU is reset. Before I go and take this thing for a rip, I have something else I totally forgot about for the front of the car that I'm gonna put on real quick. These guys right here are a set of fiberglass front side marker deletes from the UK. I need to vinyl wrap them still so they will match the rest of the rub molding down the side of the car. Because these ones right here, they're like a rubber texturized version and they're just kind of wavy. I don't like the fit of them. They don't quite look right. So these fiberglass ones should be nice and smooth and look just like the OE ones that came on the cars in the UK because they actually had a side marker up on the front wing, or fender as we call it here in America. Clean off all this fiberglass residue and dust. That way I got a clean surface for this to stick to. took way longer to do than I thought it was going to. It was a pain trying to stuff my arm up inside there. Look at how cut up it is. It's almost 9 o'clock at night, so it's dark out. So I might as well show you guys what both headlights look like, and then by driving it to do that, see if a fault code comes back. I'll knock out 2 things at once. I gotta open my garage door. I'm such a f***ing idiot. These headlights work amazing. If you live in a country where you drive on the other side of the road is America. The cutoff pattern is for a right-hand drive car. Why did I not anticipate that? It's a JDM headlight. Of course it's gonna be for the other side of the road. They work absolutely amazing, but you can kind of see over there on the left side of the road how the cutoff is going in the wrong direction. No one has flashed me yet, so I don't think they're that bright, but still, that's, I'm an idiot. I said at the beginning of this video I was gonna make a vlog out of it, but my life is boring. I don't know what I'm supposed to vlog. I just went and got a morning beverage by myself, so there'll be some great conversational banter between me and the passenger seat. No point in using a scan tool when you got a perfectly good twist tie that can do the same thing. All right, TE1 and E1 are jumped, so now I can see if this thing threw any more fault codes last night. And as far as the headlights go, because I know you guys are probably laughing and wondering what the hell I'm gonna do about that, I got an idea. In my defense, I did buy these on an American website. My brain stopped operating and I thought, hey, it's an American website. They're probably left-hand drive. No, it's a JDM headlight. You idiot. Not a single car last night out of probably like 50 oncoming cars flashed their lights at me for my headlights being too bright. So I don't think it's an issue, but I do know that it's not the right thing to do. So I may end up just getting some Sibi E-codes for this thing if I can find a pair, or maybe some Hella E-codes, or I don't know. I really like the way these things look, but what do people do with imported JDM cars that you can't switch out the headlights on? Curious, let me know if you own one and what you've had to do. 1, 2. 1, 2. All right, that's good. That means I only have 1 code that came back. The lean condition went away. That was probably likely when I was doing my tuning with the SEG1, setting the boost levels and stuff on here. So, good. So code 12 has to be with this distributor since it just popped up after I rebuilt it. Maybe it's the plug and it's something simple, but I could also have the points not adjusted correctly inside here. If I need a new distributor though, I am absolutely screwed because this JDM Gen 2 3S GT uses the same distributor as the 93 to 95 US spec turbo cars. So they don't make these anymore. They are not obtainable, and if I need a new one, I'm boned because you cannot get one. So that sucks. That like really sucks. Okay, maybe I'll get lucky and just pulling off this cap, I'll be able to see something. I highly doubt it, but you never know. Maybe I could get lucky. There might be something really simple. Weird things happen very rarely. I think I know what's wrong with it, and I'm just trying not to accept the reality that I'm gonna need a new distributor. Oh man. Well, I can already see something. You see that stuff right there on the side of that gray post? Those are metal shavings that are magnetized and stuck inside the distributor. So yeah, there's something wrong in the distributor, which f***ing sucks. Metal missing means you can't just stick it back to where it came from. This is kind of a hard pill for me to swallow because I did go to school for this stuff. I shouldn't make basic day one mistakes like I did on the distributor or ordering right-hand drive headlights for a US spec car because that was genius. But the distributor situation, I think when I went to rebuild that, the center cartridge inside there, when I removed it to replace the seals and the bearing, when you put it back together, I didn't put Loctite on those screws. I didn't see any on there from the factory, so I didn't think anything of it. But I think those screws came loose and it caused the center cartridge to shift to one side and eat away one of the points while the distributor was rotating. So that sucks because now I'm screwed. And the only way to fix it that I know of is to do a coil pack conversion, which is expensive, and I just blew my entire budget for a little while on the Forester. I've done some research on ATS's website. Here, let me take you. I wanted to sit down and get the car in view with the headlights so you could laugh at my mistake. The company that makes this billet coolant neck delete that I just installed on here also makes a part to delete the distributor over here. They can run a distributorless, that's hard to say, ignition system that utilizes the coil packs from last generation of the Celica, and I believe the ZZW30 MRS also had a 1ZZ in it. So that's a solution, an expensive one. And everything I researched on ATS's website, they're the ones that built that crazy 800 plus wheel horsepower SW20 that Matt Farah did a one take on. They recommend doing standalone on anything from like a stock-ish tuned version of an MR2 like mine to their race car. So I think that's the right path to go so I can get a modern tune on this car. And I'll continue to do research and make sure I do this the right way, because I know I got some OG MR2 fans watching and I want to make sure I do Mr. Dose right for all of you and for myself. Anyway, I'll see you guys soon with another video. Bye.